guys, what's up? It's your boy iravenzzz here, and welcome back to another epic gamer video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the top most spammy weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. So without wasting time, let's get to number one. The number one most spammy weapon in Pixel Gun 3D is every single weapon in this damn game. Okay guys, goodbye! I mean, you could argue it's true, knowing that people have found ways to spam every single weapon. But if you go into a game and you start spamming the basic pixel gun, I don't think you're going to get too far. So, where you probably could spam every weapon, to be completely honest, there are some that are really hard to. And yeah, so now this is the serious part of the video. There is really no, top 10 list. I may make a video in the future where it's more of a serious video, but this video I'm just gonna go to the armory and I'm gonna click on weapons and say, this weapon for spammer, ooga booga booga. So anyways, I think we should just get right into it, and yeah, so in the primary section, if you were to say spam to me, I would immediately turn my head to Neutron Pulsator, Deadly Tail, basically any automatic weapon. Like Secret Forces rifle was really popular at one time for spam. Same with all these other spam automatic weapons. So if you don't want to be called a spammer, don't spam an automatic rifle or minigun in your primary section. Now for backup, it's a different story, because if you spam backup, to be completely honest, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, spam usually comes in the form of either spamming your heavy or your primary, and those are probably the two most popular classes for this, but backup, there's not really a lot. But if I had to say backups that are kind of spammy, AI pistol, Hocus Pocus. The Hocus Pocus on Silent School is completely terrible. It is just a nightmare. Oh my goodness, you guys, I hope you guys have seen it on there before. It's terrible when it's played on there. Also the Ouroboros. Because, I mean, you don't even need to shoot, and it shoots for you if you reload it, if I can shoot it and reload it. So, yeah, this weapon, when it reloads, it shoots fire out. Like, that's really... And plus, if you shoot it, it just goes boom, 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 boom. And it just kills. Now, melee category is a little bit different, because, honestly, every single melee you can spam. So I think, for the sake of this video, I don't think I can really... I'll point out a couple. Like, if you spam Cthulhu Legacy, Fist of Fate, Percival and Lamrock, and Double Cashback, or also Gold Fever, those are all super spammy, along with the Yo-Yo. And even the Heroic Epee if you spam it, because, to be completely honest, if you spam it, you get healing, and it also does a super big load of damage with its Super Punch. So you could spam with melee, but honestly, if you want to be a spammer, don't use melee. That's really stupid. Now for special, it's like backup. There's only a few really spammy weapons, and if I were going to name them off now, this I see getting spammed a lot. This thing, the luxury, I hate this weapon so incredibly much. The Luxury Beats is probably the number one most spammiest weapon of this year so far. Of this year right now, this is the most spam weapon I've seen, along with this. So if I had to make a top 5, out of the blue, or right now, it would have to be... This would be number 1. This would be number 2 or 3. Because that's just how spammy they are. So take back what I said about special not being a good category. Special is probably the most significant category of this year. Also, with this gun too, the Deep Ambusher, I'd put that in a top 5 or top 10 of most spammy weapons. Also adding nitrogen sprayer and gas launcher, because you just start spamming them. Yep. So actually, special has a lot more spammy weapons than I thought. I thought this was heavy or something, honestly. I don't know. It kind of confuses me now. I thought this was heavy. Alright, sniper. What weapons would I call a very spammy sniper? Now, the sniper category is favored for, or it is more for 3 category spam players, I would say. I don't think spammers really touch their sniper category. But if they did, this is gotta be one of the most spammed snipers, along with the sniper dude and the Morgana. They're so overused, please. Also, this one's pretty overused. And this one's overused because it's cheap. But honestly, these two, most spammed I've seen. And this one too. I've seen this one being played a lot. Now with the heavy section, we're in the unique situation where every single heavy weapon can be spammed. Every single one of these weapons can be spammed in some way. Now, I'm not going to go into a game and say spam the Dragon King or the Dragon's Breath because they have a small little beam. But if it's a rocket weapon, it's spammable. So literally every single heavy weapon highlighted spam. But there are some really bad ones, and I'm going to point them out immediately. Now, Cluster Bomb did get a nerf, so honestly, the Betavir's kind of bad now. The Pulley Blasty wasn't really good to begin with. The Crystal Ultimatum got a nerf, and I'm so happy about that, because now it's terrible. This thing is complete. It's just, I hate this thing. When it was really good, I hated it. This is also one I really hate. You know, I hate all of these except for the Proton Freezer. Honestly, you can really hate the Proton Freezer too, because of the fact that it can be spammed as well. And I'm not lying to you. You can spam the Proton Freezer so easily. But I use it for Rocket Jump. If you don't believe me, then watch my montage gameplay clips. More montages coming soon. Maybe. Don't beg me. Alright, now I think that we've went through kind of the basic armory spammy weapons. Then I think we should go to craft. There's no point not. And then I'll just go and click on weapons I see are spamming way too much. This thing is, if you've never seen somebody spamming this, then you haven't played this game. This thing was really popular for spam at one point. Also, this thing was terrible. This thing was so hard to play against. I hated it. I hated it so much. I hated it so much. This thing, ooh. I don't even want to get started talking about this thing. This thing is just... This thing was like a nuclear howitzer. You'd shoot it, and it would make like a nuclear field around you. And you would just constantly take damage. This thing needs a nerf. I know it's called the one-punch gauntlet, but it needs a nerf to become the two-punch gauntlet. Or the three-punch gauntlet, please. Because I cannot deal with this weapon anymore. I don't like getting completely spammed and obliterated with it. It's terrible. This thing is pretty spammy, even though I used to use the Royal Ashbringer on my old account. Pixel Gun, please give me back my old account, please. I want my weapons. What else is really spammy? No one really spams this, or it's not really used very much, but you can easily spam it. So I think I have to include it. This thing is overly spammed. It's so incredibly overly spammed. This thing, like I said before, I don't want to get started on this weapon. I also don't want to get started on this one because they both just give me chills looking at them. I have so much PTSD from those two weapons. Also, this weapon and this one too. They all have gotten nerfed, but they're still way too good. They nerfed them, and they're still way too good. Like, I don't even know. And then, the weapons down here I don't really know much about. I know this one is very spammy, because I've had encounters with it. This was very spammy at its point. This thing was like the luxury beats of 2019? I don't know, I think it was that year this came out. And honestly, this is also pretty spammy. So, to put this video short, almost every weapon is spammy. Just like that intro, it really wasn't a joke, because you could spam any weapon. There's nothing really holding you back. If you want to hold one weapon out and keep shooting it and shooting it and shooting it, that's spamming. And I don't think I should make a top 5 or a top 10 actually rated list. If you guys want me to, put it in the comments, because I will. Also, if you made it this far into the video, please hit that like button and subscribe. These videos may look really bad. The only reason they look really bad because I'm really bad at editing. The editing takes very long to do because I'm terrible at it. And these videos take a very long time to record. I want to up my setup soon, so please, let's get me there. We're like a squinch away from 300. So let's get that milestone and let's head for 1,000 subscribers. And I hope we can get there in the future. So that's my video going over various spammy weapons. I might as well look at the trader van. And no, it's a heavy weapon trader van. No.